Mcluvin news. Now, one of Donald Trump's cabinet secretaries has just overstepped a certain boundary that I don't think she is in the right of doing. She attacked the SNAP program for widespread corruption. And yes, that means that while everyone's clambering on the reality of, her name's Brooke Rowlands. Now, if you don't know her, you can check out this article and I cite my sources right then and there. If you don't know her and what she's doing, I think it's wrong. Just like when Trump attacks certain things, RFK speaks out of where he shouldn't be speaking. Yeah, the man had a brainworm, literally, and people attack him for that all the time. But, the reality is he is acting in his function, and what we need to hold him to the highest regard is if he's serving that function correctly. Same thing with her, a secretary. Same thing with Donald Trump. And we come back to that factor of where do we hold him responsible? I think the majority of Americans can agree he's supposed to be acting as a president and resolving these problems and not spending money on his own interest and gains, including tearing down the White House and all that money that went toward it that could easily rebuild that same entire structure and remodel everything back to its original beautiful glory. If you're even lucky enough to even get anything that was even left behind, still put back in shambles or pieces that if anything was even held together. And I'm talking about the east side of the White House, the whole entire east side of the building. So on the reality of what's going on with this article, as you check it out, she's blasting widespread corruption, that of which is true in some degrees where people will go in and just, in their regular routine past history, and everybody knows this, it's a stigma, people will just take a food stamp and sell them, exploit the system that the government provides. But that's not helpful in this situation where millions upon millions, tens, 20, 30, 40, 42 million or more Americans, as it's been stated, are codepending on this entire SNAP program issue to be resolved so that they don't go hungry. And there's a lot of people who codepend on this. So for her to be acting like this, it's a shameful thing. And the reality is, keep cooler heads prevail, and let's show our strength in America by voting out and going after progressive policies to push more pressure on the president and his administration to actually function and serve this very role that they are supposed to be serving instead of their own agenda with this whole Project 2025 and whatever else that could or could not be true. Trust me, I'm not a doubter it's not true. But what I am more of a reality check on realizing what's happening here and now and what's present. We need to start jumping on this now. Mcluvin news for the kids and for the present. Without the present, there is no future. Check out the article in the description for the details. Thank you for watching.